See the thing is, we too fast, y'all too slow. See the thing is, y'all high school, we straight pro. See the thing is, we lit. Thing is, we hot. See the thing is, we it. Thing is, y'all not.
Yo, you know what time it is, man.
Episode, what episode is this?
Beautiful 19.
And with that being said, I'm Brill.
I'm Wax the Barber.
And I'm Chuck Beast the Bible.
And this is the
Thing Is Podcast.
Yeah. And I think we should kick it off with this Karmelo Anthony trial.
Yeah, that's big right now. That's what they're talking about.
That's big time, man. Kid is I don't know if you want to say wrongly convicted. However, he has been found guilty of murder in an altercation with I want to say a white kid, a set of twins, and they have given this young guy 35 years to serve in a prison maximum facility.
Shit, he deserve it. I mean, it's a hard pill to swallow, man, but yeah, that's what they carry is when you stab somebody to death, stab them right in their heart, they bleed out right there on the ground. You know, you can't. The retaliation from a push cannot be a stabbing. You know, I mean, if it was one about, well, let's take them through the story real quick. So, Karmelo Anthony, you know, not the basketball player, Karmelo with a K.
Right. 18 years old.
18-year-old. What he had? Texas.
Yes.
Texas. He's kid, high school, track. They run track. They competing in a track meet with some other schools. There's raining outside, so they got these tents, and you know you're supposed to be under your school's tent or whatever the two you with. Karmelo Anthony's underneath this other tent that he's not supposed to be underneath, but you know it's rain or whatever. He's not underneath his team's tent. He's underneath other people's tent. So people's asking, you know, what you doing over here, man? You know, you ain't supposed to be over here. Leave. Big white dude. Big white dude. They say he's like 6'1", 6'2", like 220 or something like that. He's in high school. He's a big boy for a high school kid.
Play football.
Yeah, play football. Karmelo Anthony's like 5'7", 130. Okay, and you know, so I guess the big dude thought he gonna go over there and get Karmelo Anthony to move. Melo said he ain't going nowhere, and he said if you put your hands on him, you gonna fuck around and see. And dude pushed him. Karmelo went in the bag or whatever, a duffel bag. The white dude wasn't like fearing the duffel bag or whatever like that. Whatever, he got out of it and pushed him again, and that's when Melo hit him in his heart.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, another life lost both ways. One in the grave, one in the prison system. I mean, shit. All I would say is this. Would his justice be the same if the shoe was on the other foot? I don't think it would be. I think if the white boy stabbed the black kid, I don't think he would have got.
I don't think it would have been a trial.
That's my take. But he shouldn't stab him.
I look at it like if I had a son and my son pushed somebody and the person he pushed stabbed my son in the heart and killed him, I'm just not going to be feeling like that should have been what he got over that push. I'm not going to be feeling like...
You can't tell a person how to war. And we talked about that before. Like, you can't tell a person how to...
Yeah, but you had a knife over a push. I
don't think you had...
I think it's
overreacted.
And the boy was saying you were fucking around and find out. You know what I'm saying? I got something for you. Like,
yeah.
You know, I'm
overkill.
I'm not going anywhere, and you better not touch me.
Now, I don't know. I do hear a lot of parents teaching their kids to defend themselves. You know, and I guess it's getting outrageous to where they encourage them to use weaponry. And this is another example of you should always, you know, if you get into an altercation with somebody your age or in that, Pacific setting, a fight ain't gonna hurt nothing. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why people can't fight no more.
Yeah, I'm saying it's pride and ego. I think his pride was shook that he got embarrassed, and that's what's wrong with a lot of people today. People don't like confrontation and run other people. I think when the white boy said what he said, he probably made the young black brother feel like, oh, you think I'm a punk? So okay, well I'm gonna show you what I'm about. Cause like you said, I mean, he could have just took the L or just said, you know
Well,
what?
just left. Just don't be underneath they tent. They ask you to leave, so you ain't leaving. You ain't going nowhere. And the motherfucker better not put their hands on. I ain't going nowhere, and y'all better not touch me.
I mean, and bullying is common to a certain degree. I don't understand. They look at bullying as the worst thing that's on this
But
earth.
in Karmelo's behalf, because I do want to say this one little thing. Now, I'm not trying to bash him all the way in. I'm just letting you know this is how the law gonna look at you, okay? This is how the law gonna look at you. And, you know, they said that the jury was an all-white jury, okay? So, you know, that could be a little bias right there, but I still, with the facts, wrong is wrong. And I'm sure that Karmelo wasn't trying to kill the man. I'm sure it was probably just like a get up off me type of a stab, but one to the heart, and that was it. One stab to the heart, man.
I mean, that's what you can say because most people, but I know people like I know people that got stabbed 15, 20 times.
And it's so bad.
Damn. Well, I'm gonna end it on, man. I really pray for the boy's family. You know, I really pray that everything comes out well. I hope that the guy learned his lesson and get an appeal and get out, because I don't think he really meant anything malicious. About how long he did go overboard. I don't think he deserved 35 years. I could say 10 to 15 would be justifiable because he did make a bad decision. I don't believe it's a black and white thing, even though it was a white jury, and I know how it looks in every case that we've seen in recent history.
A man told me, older gentleman, rest in peace, Mr. Yancey. I don't know if y'all heard of him. He was a big dog in the city. He used to run a lot of posts, military vet. You know what he told me? He said, man, you can get by with anything in this city, just don't never kill a white boy. And it stuck with me. And when I heard about this case, this is what came back to my head. He said, I can help you damn near beat any case. He said, just don't kill a white man. So I just want to share with the world, and I know race still plays a part.
Absolutely. Speaking of race playing a part, there is a situation that happened, and I've been following this story as well since it first went down. But anyway, let's start at the beginning. There was a shooting in South Carolina from two Asian store owners that chased this black teenager. I think he was 13, 14 years old. I think he was 14. Chased him down and they shot him and killed him. Okay, and the reason being they thought that he stole a bottle of water.
Which he did, didn't he?
He looked like he did.
Okay.
Out of the store. So they chased him down, and that was the result. They said he had a gun on him.
Every day he went across the street and they still chased him.
Off the property, all the way. Yeah, they chased him a good 200 yards.
And he still got shot.
Yes.
That's a case.
Yeah, they shot him in his back over 4 bottles of water.
That's a case. Whether he stole or not, he made it at the store. And so many centimeters out. You gotta let him go after that.
Shit, my question is this: is it worth having your own store and a young kid come in your store and steal 4 bottles of water? Is it worth taking his life?
What type of point are you proving by chasing them in the woods? I'm scared to go in the woods.
Yeah, you just take the picture off the camera like they do with Platinum and put the picture up on the wall, and you can't come here no more, and you got some security or something, maybe if you in the hood or something, but not to be chased. Come on, that's really literally that was $1 worth of water.
Yeah. This is what the guy Charles said. Charles said that the boy pointed a gun at him.
We don't believe that. I don't know. No. So he done ran all the way over there and then pointed a gun at him?
No, he's talking about during the pursuit.
And them running after him, they said that this state self-defense act, that when they was chasing after the boy pointed a gun at him.
Well,
but check one too though. Also, the surveillance camera said it wasn't true. The boy had no gun.
So they had
but see, I don't know when they said the chase, but at the end of the woods, you can't see where there ain't no camera down there where he got shot at. You see the direction they was going, but there's not a camera like This camera in the store, you see him in the store by the little cooler and stuff, and look like he's doing something with his hoodie or something like that. And it's like still frame images. And then, you know, you see the father and the son, Asian people chasing them and stuff like that. And man, it's a sad situation, but
you just can't shoot nobody in the back, period.
nah, that's and you know, there was a lot of, backlash about that too. But
not guilty on June 1st, 2026.
You're right. That's what it says.
Acquitted child of murder, a decision that sparked widespread community outrage and protest outside the store. Huh, man? What that mean? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, that's what it says. That's what happened.
This man beat that, bro. Regardless of the
charge that he beat it.
Yes. That's why people did that in the outrage.
That's what the outrage is, right? Okay, it's already been convicted of it.
Man, come on.
Acquitted of it.
Yeah. Now make that make sense. What we supposed to do, man? Keep taking L's?
You know why black people in the day discipline their children differently than white parents discipline their kids? White parents could sit their kids down and talk to them and put them in timeout, shit like that. A lot of black parents, a lot of times, would, whoop the child, you know what I'm saying? And that was just part of it. And they say the reason, because that was that the consequences for the child out in the street was so much more severe. Like Emmett Till, or you go down here in the street and you do anything wrong, these white folks will kill you. Literally.
Yeah. But just think about this. It's got something to do with tribal. If you go back to the animals, if you watch like Animal Instincts, every animal respects their tribe the same way we do as people, man. People don't look like you, come from where you from. It seems like it's always been a problem. And if y'all want to do your research, just think about what I'm saying. If you just take time to think about it. Lions are cats, feline animals. Cheetahs, jaguars, you name it. They all don't rock with each other. You get that? Same with blacks, whites, Asians, Africans, Indians, you name it. It's something to do with a tribe. What's back to a tribe? And I think war is something that's been going on forever. And would never stop. But it makes me question myself, fellas. I want to know, how did y'all feel about this? Do you ever thought about, man, did you want to live old and die young?
That's a good one. But yeah, I want to live as old as I can, healthy.
Yeah, healthy. That's key.
Well, okay, let me say this, fellas. It's right here. I'm gonna share something with the world. I'm gonna share something with y'all, man. That's personal to my life. My mother got dementia at an early age. This right here, I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. And the audience of the Thing Is podcast. My mother got dementia in her 50s. My big dog right here was the same age my mother was when she got dementia. And you look at him, you see how he's looking good. Ain't in that. So it affected me when I came up with this. So I want to bring it to the show to let y'all know what I meant by this. Now my mother's in her 60s. She's declining. Meaning that I have to sit back and think about, well, damn, I don't want to see my mother suffer, y'all. She's been suffering for 10 years. At 56, my mother caught dementia. My mother is 66 today, y'all. And
happy birthday to your mother.
Well, now her birthday's not today. She's 60. I'm saying she's 60
as of today.
As of today.
Okay.
My man for saying that, throw me off, but I'm saying so when I thought of that, I was like, well, damn, man. Sometimes I ask myself, do you want to live like that?
Well, health, that's right. That health's important. You want to live as long as you can, And I believe that everybody's natural instinct is the instinct to survive. I would think that most people I thought you were more talking about live fast and die young, or opposed to just hanging on as long as you can and not, I mean,
However you want to
slice it.
Slice it, man. No need. However you
But
want.
I can definitely see what you mean by your
However you
mother.
want to go.
Yeah, I could definitely see that way. But like a lot of stars burn quickly. Like if you think about it, like Michael Jackson died in his 50s, but his legacy, and we'll speak more on him in a minute. Prince died early. Elvis died early. Martin Luther King died early. Malcolm X died early. John F. Kennedy died early. I mean, there's a lot of like great. Tupac died early. 50 died early. I mean, Whitney Houston died early. I mean, there's a lot of people that have been so impactful on the world, or on the United States, or on our culture, that have, made an impact in just a couple of decades and they died early, but their legacy lives on forever.
I've visited a few hospitals in my time as a grown man and seen some situations where I can definitely relate to when he say people want to die early. Some people have some real health issues to where it made me appreciate where I'm at in life as far as my health. I got all my limbs, everything works. It's some people that's young that, can barely walk, barely think on their own, barely feed themselves. And half of them wish they was dead. I'm telling you that some people will wish that they did, and then some people want to live long, hurting or not. I think my father was one of them people, man, that just wanted to go as long as possible, but then all of a sudden it changed over the last year to where I feel like he was ready to go. He got tired of what came with it, the hurting and the process of day-to-day living.
The health stuff, yeah.
You're right though, like Wayne said, y'all always talking about it is how you feel. It's all about your health, because if you unhealthy at a younger age, we're gonna just say mid range, around 40, 50. Do you want to just continue to progress as a slow death, or you want it to be fast?
You don't want to be a burden on others either.
Bingo.
I don't want to live to the point where I'm like, somebody got to take care of me.
My grandmother passed at 95 years old, and she used to say this to me. She used to say, "I'm tired." I'm like, "Why are you tired, girl?" She said, "Because all my friends are gone." So she was like, longest person I know to live in my family, man, was 95, man.
Everybody was gone.
She said, "All friends is gone, bro."
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? And some people, if you think about this, y'all think about one thing as we moving on. A lot of these young cats are dying. They think like they don't respect.
Some of them don't care.
They don't respect life enough to even live what it is to see over there.
Respect life.
But I'm gonna tell you, man, that segment right there will bring you to tears. So let's leave in the comments how you feel about that segment. I think it could be deep. It can go further. But to switch it off, I want to get back to the great orange guy. Real straight. Trump the great, man.
Donald J.
He's back in the news, but Trump is so gangster that he says sometimes, only in the small cases where he just says the smallest thing, they get the biggest mouths and the uproar. And I love this one. He said Stephen A. Smith after being asked by a reporter about Stephen A. Smith's comments about him coming to the arena in Game 3 of the Knicks game, ruined all the events held outside because of the security needed for the presidency and the traffic and the businesses, so forth and so forth. But he said, after the reporter asked him about Stephen A's thoughts, he just said, Stephen A's a nice guy, but, he wants to run for the president, and you got to have a higher IQ.
Hold on. What was gangster about that, though? I'm just trying to figure out, like...
No, I'm just saying...
What gangster did he say? Obviously, they have
the smallest things to get the biggest uproar. And that's all he said. Stephen A's a nice guy, but he don't have the IQ to be a president.
He dropped out to me. I thought he pumped out. He said he ain't had no problem with Donald Trump calling him a low IQ.
Well, he asked him for a debate if you want to step up. I'm trying to do an interview.
He ain't going to accept that. He ain't going to accept it. He is not going to accept it.
He calls it the uproar with the mouths.
Anything Trump do is an uproar.
But he was just responding. Stephen A. was the uproar. What Stephen A. said, he blamed Donald Trump if they lost the game. And I fully understand it. with all the security and stuff that was needed. He's the only sitting president that's ever been to an NBA Finals game, and the reason for it is because of the inconvenience that it caused. With all the security had to be there, they had to shut down roads. Motherfuckers had to be there 2 hours early, like they was going through TSA. They couldn't even do the watch party in front of the stadium and shit like they would normally do. And they ain't had a championship in 53 years. This first time the Finals have been there 53 years. Well, not 53 years, but this first time they could win it in 53 years. And
he was falling asleep.
he was asleep.
Okay, I mean,
There's no need for him to go to the damn game. For real.
it don't matter if he win or not, they lost. That ain't got nothing to do with the Spurs beating New York Knicks ass game 3.
Yeah.
Period, man.
But guess what? Guess what time it is?
What time is it, man?
Man, it is the MAN Man Award time. Man still semi full of Corvettes after prison release. Now, in a plot straight out of an action movie, a 23-year-old man fresh out of prison, I'm talking about probably an hour out, decided the best way to get home was by hijacking a semi-truck loaded with 10 shiny Chevrolet Corvettes worth over $1.2 million. According to Arizona authorities, the man befriended the driver at the truck stop near Tucson, gained his trust, then forcibly ejected him from the cab before speeding off with the luxury haul. When deputies caught up, the man ignored lights and sirens, driving so recklessly that other vehicles had to pull over. Eventually, he stopped and was arrested on multiple felony charges, including robbery and theft of 11 vehicles, the truck, and its precious cargo. Thankfully, the Corvettes were unharmed and safely returned to their rightful owner to finish the journey.
He did not hijack that truck to get home because he pushed the driver forcibly out when the driver was taking him where he had to go. That motherfucker was stealing trucks, Corvettes. That's what he was doing. If he wanted to ride home, he could just sat in the passenger seat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his criminal time in the prison wasn't over yet. He had a little something in prison. He was trying to get back to.
But that is a dumb ass criminal. As soon as you get out, you rob a truck with 10 Corvettes on it.
You don't even want no coochie. You don't want to drink.
You went straight to commit a crime.
You went straight to commit a crime.
You are a monkey ass N-word.
He was trying to get to the penitentiary. You was trying to get to the penitentiary, coochie.
Yeah, he wanted back in there.
He wanted.
He must have had somebody in there that he felt strongly emotionally attached
And he
to.
gonna be pissed when they send him somewhere else.
You know, anyway, but move it on, man. These guys here. All right, man. Listen, man. We spoke last time about the Michael Jackson movie.
Absolutely.
You went to see it, and I've been to see it twice since you went to see it, and I really enjoyed it, right?
So you didn't fall asleep about nothing more?
Not once.
Nah, I'm saying.
Ain't no falling asleep in it. It's a very good movie. Yeah, I would probably go see it the third time, but anyway.
Man, it's like
Yes, it's that entertaining, man. It's that entertaining.
Dog, my dog Wag just told me before he went to see that, he was just like, man, I heard this, and
I've been waiting for it though. I've been waiting for it to come out. So I was, and I'm not even a Michael Jackson fan like that. I respect his talent and his performances and stuff like that. But but whatever. The timing of this is crazy because now the movie, big hit, still in the theaters right now. But now on Netflix they have the documentary about the child molestation cases that he had. All right, in '93 and 2005.
I don't like that.
And the movie didn't talk about these sensitive subjects at all. You know what I'm saying? The documentary, that's all it discusses. Mm-hmm. And you know something, man, I've always been like, didn't know whether or not Michael Jackson did that shit or not. I always was kind of like, I didn't have an opinion because I knew he did like act childish and stuff like that, didn't really have a childhood, and maybe he did, I tried to give the man the benefit of the doubt, man. But you know something, man, at the end of the day, if it walk like a duck, and it quack like a duck, it is a duck, my friends. It's a duck, man. What I'm trying to say is Michael is a pedophile, man. Michael Jackson is a pedophile. You heard it here. Right if I said it out my mouth. I saw the documentary. I watched all 3 episodes. He got found not guilty in 2005, but it wasn't because he wasn't guilty. I'm telling you. Watch it. Y'all make y'all's own decision, your own judgment.
And I'm gonna tell you,
What you at with this piece?
I'm gonna tell you, man. To be honest with you,
Have you watched it?
It does look, yes.
Yeah.
It just looks so. I know the media can make you look bad, but these are a lot of facts.
A lot of facts, ain't
They make them look
You see
bad.
personal interviews and everything, don't you?
Yes. So I would say, man, if anything, I don't want him going out in my memory as a pedophile because I don't know if I'm being biased or not. I don't know what it is. I don't want to see him like that, you know. But it's more of shit.
It is what it is, though.
It's a lot of facts in there, man. Watch it and really place in our comments what you really think about it.
Make your decision after you watch the documentary. But I strongly encourage anyone that has not seen it to watch it. That's some Michael Jackson fans just want to know, what the whole shit was.
Yeah.
I remember. I'm old enough to remember some of the stuff that he went through. You know.
Yeah, I know we didn't have a younger. It still don't.
I'm gonna say one thing to this, fella. I'm on the other side. I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna say. Just due to documentaries, anytime it's a smear campaign, people are gonna be on the documentary smearing whoever.
They have both sides, though. They're both sides.
Now listen, I'm gonna be honest. Bruce ain't watched it, so let's throw it out there first before y'all start judging me. I have not watched it, but what I'm saying is, all I'm saying is, anytime you watch a documentary and it is about somebody that they're going against, I don't care if it's Diddy or Michael Jackson.
They go swing.
You got to expect that the people on the documentary is going to.
But Michael did.
I know, but I'm just didn't stop this motherfucking movie from being #1 for consistent weeks, nigga. You know what about that? Motherfuckers got mad at R. Kelly, stopped buying his shit. People got mad at P. Diddy, stopped buying his shit.
I think it's going to increase Michael Jackson's worth.
Okay.
And it's shit back. For all the attention. Any news, no matter if you're talking good or bad or whatever about a celebrity, all that shit generates bread.
Hey, man. My big bro Wag wouldn't even buy Diddy's liquor. And how the hell did I Diddy's liquor?
But what you see?
But I didn't know. Listen. I saw the movie twice before I saw the documentary. I didn't see it, but I said I saw the movie twice before I saw the documentary. I wouldn't have. If I would have saw the documentary first, I probably wouldn't have gone to see the movie.
Man. All I'm saying.
But I might have said we're going to see the movie because I said I wanted to know the story. You know what I'm saying? But Chuck Peace, and it's for you too, bro. All right, so y'all, Michael Jackson, big fans, you probably got beat at Jackson home. So let me ask you this question. If your baby mama, this is hypothetical, say both of y'all had 12-year-old sons, okay, because this was the age of the first boy that said he got molested by Michael Jackson. Say y'all had 12-year-old sons, all right? And your baby mamas, unbeknownst to y'all, took them boys over Neverland and left them over Michael's for a weekend. Okay? Now the boys get back to you, they acting funny. They ain't the same. How would you feel?
Okay, let me say this.
How would you feel?
I'm gonna say this. First of all, we ain't doing it. Ain't no going over no grown man time first.
I said the mama, unbeknownst to you.
See, the mama is doing weird shit.
Then went
She's on the move.
and left over, on some Michael Jackson shit. The mamas was at the house with the boy, but not in Michael Jackson's room. They allowed Michael Jackson, the boy, to sleep in the room with Michael Jackson.
Now listen, we cannot co-sign that. I don't give a fuck.
But say it happened, so how you feel though? We can't go back to before it happened.
We can't. Well,
Because you can't control. You can't control your baby mama. She did it unbeknownst to you.
You can't get down with that, bro. That's all I'm saying.
How would you feel towards Michael Jackson? What you do to Mike?
I mean, you can't get down with it, but how would you feel if it was to happen?
Listen, man.
And you don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna happen now. So how you feel?
2 songs. Now, I'm thinking, dog.
You gonna roll up on a bike?
Nigga, I'm gonna push up on Mike like a exercise. Fuck you mean, nigga? I ain't no motherfucking young boy with no grown man.
And they gonna have you in cups with you.
Oh, I be in the cups.
I would put her as baby mama.
She going with it. Oh, bye. Moving on from Mike. I want to know something, fellas. What do y'all think about the levels of tricking? Meaning that, I mean, there's high levels, there's low levels. And, you know, they say, well, they ain't tricking if you got it.
Define tricking.
Define tricking, that's what I'm saying. How do y'all define tricking?
Tricking is, for example, giving somebody straight money for most of the time sexual privileges back. Okay, and
Not just sexual. I don't think it's just sexual.
most of the time.
Okay,
Sexual privileges.
For their company.
Okay. That was a tricking, bro.
Or paying rent for sexual favors throughout the month.
So what
You
you
know.
doing at it?
Now,
I'll be hearing shooting that he's playing. They don't even get no play.
because it's level to it. Now, when I say tricking, if you ain't got it, you know, if you got it, like if you're going out of town and you got a woman, you and the woman a ticket, and you know y'all going, you ain't giving her straight up money like that. And you know, if you got it for real, it really ain't tricking in.
You are giving us straight up comments.
Now, okay, but you might be like, go pay the bill, go get us something to eat,
Okay.
go get us something to wear.
Okay.
It's
tricking.
tricking is like when you just straight up just strictly ain't no
Low,
feelings
mid,
involved.
high. Let's do this. Low, mid, high. What's a low level of tricking?
Low level tricking is getting a hotel room and taking somebody out to eat and paying for the movies, and then y'all going to the room and you paying for the room and y'all do y'all thing and y'all go.
What's mid level of tricking?
It's buying the kids all the kids' shoes. You got 5 kids and you buying them all shoes because you just want to fuck them.
What's high level of tricking?
Man, paying all her bills and you struggling with yours.
Wags. Come on, Kyle.
And all the shit's tricking, man. All the shit's tricking, you know what I'm saying? But tricking's part of the game, man. You know, it's just part of it. Shit, niggas been tricking their whole life. You know, all throughout history. You know, especially for a woman's attention, for a woman's time and stuff like that. It's just a game that's been being played, you know, for years. But yeah, to spend money on a woman, I'd be spending on it. You know what I'm saying? It's you can put that in the category of tricking. You know, because your end game, the reason why you spending it on her is to eventually, you know,
Get some money.
or get closer to her, whatever like that. You know, you're not just spending it on her if y'all not probably in a sexual relationship or headed towards a sexual relationship. Well, they be spent off sex though, for real.
Let me tell you this. Before you roll, I'm gonna tell you this. And that's real. What he said is kind of real. It's still kind of levels to it about how much, to be honest with you, but it's real. And I do say this. That's why men and women is different. When a woman is dealing with a man, that's all she wants is to be attentive to. She just wants attention. If it ends with sex, it's cool. If it don't, most men talk themselves out of sex, you know. But with any man, when he get with a woman, our ending is strictly about sex. Whether it's 3 months
or it's an unsuccessful mission.
Whether it's a month, a man wants sex for his reward.
That's why he showed the interest, because he thought you was attractive enough to even spend the money on you, because he liked what he saw and he was trying to get at you and shit. I mean, that's why he spent the money, so y'all can spend some time together.
It's harder for a man not to play than it is for a woman.
Yeah.
Because we don't look at it, we don't put our emotions in it.
That's true.
Once that little white stuff comes out, it's over.
A nigga feel like, hey man, if the game is too hard, man, how much for it? How much you got time for it?
That's all we want is that little white stuff to come out.
Put it in double story. I ain't gonna hold you though, man. Like on some real nigga shit, like you can be in a relationship and still be tricking.
Yeah.
Do you agree or disagree?
Yeah, see, because like I was talking to Wags about vultures, just to use it as an analogy for the point I'm making. You know, different levels of how vultures, you know, kill the.
That was interesting.
And I was like, when I could put that as like tricking, you know. It's all tricking, like you said. But goddamn it is levels.
Yeah, that's a levels.
That's why they got sugar daddy category.
So I mean, we can do a lot of for females, you know what I'm saying? But let me bring this up real quick. We'll discuss this. So you're in a relationship. This is another hypothetical that I came across. I heard someone else talking about this though.
Okay.
You're in a relationship as your woman. You're with your kids, and an incident happens. A confrontation happens with another individual, a man. And you only have two choices. There's no other way around this. This is it. You got two decisions to make. This is only two decisions that you get. You can't whoop the nigga, all right? All right, for whatever reason, you're a big dude, be bigger than you, okay?
Yeah.
And you can either get whooped or you can flee.
Yeah.
Now remind you, got your kids and you got your woman right here.
Yeah.
You can take the ass beating in front of your children and your woman who will forever be stained with this in their memory banks.
Right.
Okay? Seeing sights of you getting pummeled with blood coming out your nose, your lip, and everywhere else, and you begging for the man to stop. Okay? All right? And you screaming, you screaming in a high-pitched voice like a B.I. All right? Or choice two is you leave your family and your kids there. You know what I'm saying? Why
them the only two?
Because because that's how you get.
Ooh.
I mean, it's the fight or flee syndrome.
Damn.
Which way you go, bro?
Hey, can you be a punk and talk your way out of it?
You know something, man? Me personally, I think I gotta take the ass whooping. I think I gotta take the ass whooping. As manly as I can. Damn, my knockout. Well, I'm gonna try to avoid that too.
Hey, man, I
don't want to be knocked out. Damn, I didn't think about that. I definitely don't want to be knocked out in front of my family, man.
If you run, that's more humility.
Can you imagine you get with your woman later on and be like, we better shut the hell up before I go get that nigga that jumped in that parking lot.
Let's just say if you ran in your
you ain't say all that to that nigga in that parking lot.
Hold on now. So you have to deal with your son and be like, look, son, motherfucker try you fight him. He like, daddy, you ran.
Right. You don't give your room.
Yeah, that son in the 7th grade, you told him, hit him back.
Yeah.
And he said, but daddy, you ran.
Because when you're a grown man, if you got a father in your life, you think your father is like can whoop everybody. You think that your father there's nobody can whoop my daddy.
Nobody. I thought I could be a punk and be like, okay, man, let's do
we can't punk out though. It's got to be a lesson learned. Well, son, you know, hey, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But if you stand up and you fight, okay?
Oh, and look, you got a knot right here, and your lip is big right here. You got a gall right there, and your eyes black over here. And you tell him, you fight another time.
Lumped all the way up.
Good.
Like Martin. Nigga, you fought time to hurt.
Fight another day.
Hey, listen. Are we still got San Antonio? We think did you pick the Knicks for the series? Look, y'all.
San Antonio on the last podcast.
At the time this was being recorded, Game 4 is about to come out. That's why we're going to cut this shit short. Because Game 4 is going to come on, and we are strong believers. I think we all agreed on this, that whoever wins tonight should win the series.
Truthfully.
Okay. The Knicks are up 2-1. And Game 4 is being played again tonight at MSG, Madison Square Garden.
We got a new segment we got to introduce to y'all, and it starts today. It's called Burning Desire. And what that means is that you got anything, fellas, on your chest that you would like to get off with no debate. There's something that's been on your mind and on your chest that you like to get off, man. We like to let it shine like the sun. And if before my fellas go, I got something I want to say. Here's one of my burning desires. I know a lot of people be hating on us, saying they rocking with us, And I'm talking about the Thing Is podcast. Brilliant, Wags, Chuck Peace. Man, we doing this, man. And hey, check this out. So since I know y'all be hating, you know what I be doing? I be tagging the haters on the podcast. Because I know y'all be hating. So that's why I tag y'all. Because some of y'all really don't want to support us, but y'all can't get rid of us because we everywhere like dog hair.
Well, I want to thank everyone that do support us. I want to thank everyone that gives us the love and affection and their time, because time is money. I want to, those that grieve over loved ones, I want to let you know that don't sit back and allow yourself to mentally be down for long periods of time. You good for 24 hours, maybe 48, but you got to get your ass up and you got to keep moving. Or not, you're going to destroy yourself mentally and physically. And I mean both. You already destroyed emotionally. Probably messed up a little bit financially. At least keep your physical and your mental going strong. And that's my burning desire.
Well, let me say something. Kind of piggyback it off of Brill's statement. I'm not exactly sure. I don't read all the comments, and I'm not in the in it to see what everybody's speaking on. You know, Brill handles a lot of that right there. But we're here for all the smoke. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the good, the bad. You know, you don't have to agree with us. We just up there, three guys, just giving our opinion on shit. You know what I'm saying? Just talking that stuff that we just normally talk, and you don't have to agree. You know what I'm saying? And we don't expect everybody to agree. That's what makes us all different. That's what makes, you know, if we all agreed on every topic and everything like that, then it'd be a big, boring world. So we love you all, and we thank you for tuning in.
Now, with that being said, y'all know how we like to always end this show. We always like to end it off with a word from the big dog, Wags, the motherfucking
Okay, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. We are what we think about, basically. You know, if you continue to think about something over and over and over and over and over again, that's where your life kind of leads towards whatever it is that you're thinking about. More times than not, if you continue to have a thought, that's what you're going to end up doing, is that thought. You're going to end up acting on it in some type of a way. And if your thought, you know, if you have quality thoughts, then you have quality actions. And that's what I got out of the quote.
Let's go keep you in
the game, player. Absolutely.
Yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
And share. And
all that type of stuff.
In the comments. It's always great to respond.
With that being said, we want to tell y'all thank you. Thanks for watching.
Episode 19. Chuck Peace.
1920 in a motherfucking way. And we don't play. Bitch!
I get whole food, I let you pick the pack and save a lot. Fish sticks and tater tots, I get all the hate a lot. Rest in peace, Pee Wee, he hooked you up without the cable box. Niggas shoot before they think, you get hit up before you blink. I grew up watching my clothes inside the tub, inside the sink. Now we popping out in minks. What you doing? I'm trying to link. Where you from? Derby City, aka Murder Inc.